Today I want to talk to you about the future of hot rodding. It's not going to stick around unless we inspire the next generations. Unless we have these cars out and get them inspired. There's 16-year-old kids now that aren't even getting licenses because they don't see a point to it. We wanted to get away, they just want to be locked in. We want to get them inspired. Anytime one of them sees one of these cars, they're going to be excited. They'd be like, dang, that's freaking cool. Or like, that's why when we drive them, we need to let people, if somebody stops you, talk to them. I think we need to go on a new mission this year. I really do, because I think hot rodding is dying, and there's so many kids who just don't give two craps about cool cars at all, or just don't even give a crap about having a car. And I blame that on a lot of people. I blame it on the people that were arguing about diesels, and like, oh, imports suck and diesels suck. There was so many internal arguments inside of our own industry that everybody was just like fucking getting at each other's throats, forgetting that the electric cars are coming. And they're not even going to customize them. They don't even care. They're like an appliance. They're just a utility to them. They would rather hop on something else or get a ride from Uber or Lyft or something else other than having their own car. There's no benefit to them to having them. And I think so many of you have, I get the horsepower. I have no problem with it. But the problem I see with it is you don't drive it. So who are you inspiring? Yeah, you got your own cool thing. You put all that horsepower in there, get out and drive all that horsepower. Put some miles on it. Get it out there so people can see it and people can touch it. This year especially, I think people need to, when they drive them, I get not driving it when it's raining or when it's salty or there's salt on the roads and ice. But if the roads are nice, please get them out. And when you have them out, like if somebody comes up and talks to you, don't just not talk to them. Don't just try and avoid them. Pop the hood. Let them sit in the seat. Let the kids touch it at the car show. These stickers were saying, don't touch. Fuck them. Them and their stupid fucking trophies are going to kill it too. It's not just taking them to a car show. That's you having to take a car to a thing and you getting to compare and hang out with the other people. Take it to the grocery store and the lady next to you is like, wow, it's a cool car. Let her sit in the seat. You'll make her day. I honestly think some of you guys have helped create Karens. Get them into cars and they wouldn't be so bitchy. I know so many of you that don't let people touch your cars or don't let them sit in the seat. You say you do, but you don't. I don't care if somebody touches this, sits in it. I treat this Corvette like a pickup truck. I got mud on it, take it down dirty roads. I don't care. It's a car. It's a vehicle. Somebody can see it and be like, wow, you use that. Yes, I do. That's the point of a car, isn't it? That's my daily. The Corvette right there, I'll drive it in the snow, the rain, the ice. I don't care. It's been hailed on. I got hail dents and all kinds of shit. I don't put it in cover. I probably should. But yeah, it's got a big old whack. I got other body damage from the hail. I can do body work. That's part of hot rodding, is keeping it alive. So many of you take the cars down and you make them where they don't run and don't drive. Why? Keep it running and driving. When you have the new drivetrain, then put that in. When you're getting ready for body work, start doing body work while it still runs and drives. You can pull it in and out. People can work on it. It's great. Then right before you get ready to shoot paint, pull the engine out. Pull the tranny out so you can shoot the engine bay. Then put it right back in. I'm so baffled by so many cars that don't run. And I get it. There's a ton of them around here that don't run. I totally understand. More over here. But that's because we're trying to save them, trying to get them back on the road. And I really want to try and start a new thing this year where we try and inspire the next generation to get out and drive. Like, get out and use these cars. Come out and touch my car. I promise you, if you ever see me in one of these two, you're welcome to come talk to me. Come sitting around, hang out. I'll show you the car directly. I'll teach you all about the murals and why she was built. I have no problem in that. To me, I get the hands-on grassroots inspire the next generation. And that's exciting. Because if I can get you inspired, I can get you loving some airbrush and loving some rusty metal and just being goofy and having fun and having a car that's functional, that you can go out and see it in somewhere else other than just a car show. That's a way to change the world, and that's a way to make a difference. If we want to keep this stuff alive like it has since the 50s and 60s, those guys were driving them on the road. Most of us were inspired because cars were cheap and people were doing that kind of stuff. Things have changed. It's harder to register them. It's harder to get them on the road, especially customs. You got to watch what you're doing. But that's part of what we're doing now. That's part of the game. Like, the world's not going to just agree with us and go along with everything we say, much as we want to. You know, I'd love them, oh, you can just register whatever, man. You're so ever. Yeah, no. We're all going to struggle with that. We're all going to run through those roadblocks. But together we can get through this, and that's part of what we're doing. If we want to keep this freaking sport alive, we should be helping each other. The import guys should be talking to the diesel guys because we're all into cars. That's the difference. People are either not into cars or into cars now. You don't have the real choice of being diesel or import. Most of the time you got an import in the driveway and you got your diesel all tuned up or whatever. You know, the lines have been blurred. And the lines have been blurred because we're dying. And if you don't notice it's dying, you don't even see it. The wheel industry is completely like dismantled. There's new wheel companies popping up to try and save it. And God, I hope they do. And it's something that makes me worry. You know, you may never see custom wheels on a Tesla, like for cheap. And that bothers me. You should be able to have cheap wheels and tires. Like, you damage one, you should be able to replace it. But if you keep going with the appliance theory and everything like that, you're going to pay appliance part prices. You'll have to get like parts directly from manufacturer, and they're going to charge you shit up the ass. But if you're out there taking old stuff and keeping it on the road and upgrading it and updating it, you can't go wrong. And if we can keep the next generations inspired to do the same, we're going to be winning. Like, no joke. We're going to win. And we may not have the giant subsector that we really want, because we want to, you know, have control of it all and everything like that. And every car on the road's a street rod, hot rod, something custom or cool. But we all know that's not going to happen. It's going to be full of a bunch of electric cars. But we need to convince them to put bigger motors in their electric cars, upsize their batteries, and do other crazy shit with them. You and I have to do that. We have to inspire them. Those cars are quiet and kind of, they're neat. They're zippy. I enjoy them-ish. But we'll talk on that later. Today, let's work on trying to save hot rodding. I love you guys. Sorry about today's rant. Technically, no, I'm not sorry. But I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.